Over 13 million people are unemployed in the US due to drug use. Robert Downey Jr. became a part of this statistic when he was fired from a show for using drugs. Although this wasn't his first encounter with drugs, this was the first time that it affected his life. Given these facts, it's difficult to believe that this is the same person who is one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. I wanted to start by talking about what he's gone through and what he's overcome, and then go on into speaking about his accomplishments. Robert Downey Jr. was exposed at a very young age to drugs by seeing his father do drugs when he was 6 years old. When he was 8 years old, his father actually encouraged him to try drugs and gave him marijuana at a party. This led to him having a very unhealthy relationship with his father as well as with drugs, and he ended up doing drugs for many years after this, and even ended up dropping out of college to live with his mom. In 1991, Robert Downey Jr. was arrested for the possession of heroin and cocaine. Although all of these things happened and he had a very rocky start to his life, Robert Downey Jr. manifested this into a very successful acting career for himself. At the age of 5, he began acting, and his father was actually an actor and a writer and producer for movies himself. So this is where Robert Downey Jr. got his start in acting. Since then, he has participated in over 100 projects, most of which have gained him popularity, and the one that he is most known for is Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes. This award should be given to somebody who was able to transform their own life as well as inspire those around them. This person who receives this award should demonstrate dedication, perseverance, and raw talent. On behalf of me, millions of Iron Man fans around the world, people who have had the opportunity to work with Robert Downey Jr., and countless affected by his story, I present this award to the nominee, Robert Downey Jr.